In the top stories, former CLICO chairman's accounts remain frozen. A young man dies in the first suspected murder of the year, and a new study says 80% of Bajan women and just over half of the men are overweight or obese. Welcome to Nation News for Friday, February 5th, 2016. I'm Natasha Beckles.
Private and public sector leaders, Barbados' best employers, BBE, is back. Organizations, large or small, private or public sector, enter BBE 2016 now. Benefit from an independent staff survey and much more. All interested in improving staff engagement and productivity, here is the catalyst to get you moving. Our theme, Maximising Productivity, Building a Better Barbados. To enter, visit our website or call us at Caribbean Catalyst.
The millions of dollars in the bank account of former CLICO chairman Leroy Paris will remain frozen for the time being. When Mr. Paris and his legal team of Vernon Smith and Hal Gollop returned to court on Friday before Justice Olson Alleyne, the matter was adjourned until February 25th. On January 27th last year, High Court Judge William Chandler froze $4.5 million belonging to Mr. Paris and his company Brantley Consulting. Mr. Paris is seeking to have that money released, while CLICO's judicial manager Deloitte Consulting is trying to get back $3.3 million, which was transferred to Mr. Paris. Barbados has recorded what appears to be the first murder of the year. Lawmen are investigating the circumstances surrounding the unnatural death of 24-year-old Travis Keane Leon Austin of Prior Park, St. James. Police say they received a report around 11:10 on Thursday night and discovered the body in a track at Central Close, Haynesville, in the same parish. The body had a number of wounds. Police are also investigating the unnatural death of Louise Knight, a 54-year-old Canadian visitor. She got into difficulty while in the water off Worthing Beach, Christchurch on Wednesday. She was reportedly pulled to shore by two members of the public and transported to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital by ambulance. She later died. At least 6 people were injured in vehicular accidents on Friday. 4 people, including 2 small children, were taken to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital after 3 cars were involved in an accident along the Windsor stretch of Highway 5 in St. Philip. The driver of a hired car which overturned was treated at the scene by emergency personnel. In another accident on the ABC Highway near Kingsland, Christchurch, a woman was taken to hospital complaining of neck injuries. That accident involved an SUV and a Toyota Corolla. Dean of the Faculty of Medical Sciences at UWI Cave Hill, Dr. Peter Adams, has raised alarm about the continuing problem of obesity and overweight people in Barbados. Delivering a public lecture on Thursday night, he said the growing challenge has been brought up yet again by data collected in an ongoing study. Based on information collected by the Eastern Caribbean Health Outcome Research Network, only 20% of Barbadian women and 45% of Barbadian men are normal weight. The others are classified as either overweight or obese. The senior lecturer in family medicine, however, warned against popular weight loss programs like that involving the HCG hormone.
CG injections are useless and should not be used for weight loss. There's no study that showed that these injections make you lose weight any more than you would if you got a placebo injection. And they're often combined with a very low calorie diet, which generally speaking is not recommended.
More than half of the 27 samples sent to the Caribbean Public Health Agency to be tested for the Zika virus have come back negative. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Kenneth George made the announcement at a press conference on Friday. He said the results for the remaining samples are expected early next week. That means the number of confirmed cases of Zika in Barbados remains at 3. In sport, Skinner House are the new athletics champions at the Alexandra School. They ran away with the title by more than 200 points on Thursday at the National Stadium. Arnold House placed second and O'Neill third, followed by last year's champs Frederick and License. The senior Victor and Victrix to Durham are J. Phillips Decteville and Tiana Catlin, while Thierry Jordan and Sade Worrell were the top juniors. And finally, An ape at the Salt Lake City Zoo has predicted the Carolina Panthers will win the Super Bowl. Zoo spokeswoman Erica Hansen says a 1-year-old orangutan named Tua chewed up a cardboard Panthers sign and later kissed a papier-mâché Panthers helmet on Thursday. She said Tua's older sister gave Broncos fans hope when she entered the enclosure and later put their helmet on her head. Animals at the zoo have correctly predicted the Super Bowl winner 8 straight years. Tua's dad picked 7 straight winners before dying in 2015. A lion stepped in last year while Tua was a baby and correctly picked the New England Patriots. And that's Nation News for Friday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your papers over the weekend or subscribe to our e-paper. Thank you so much for joining us.